Welcome everybody to a special edition of Exclusive Real Life Matters. Today I have some special guests on, but before we do that, please take out your device and follow my YouTube channel, DBoss Network, so you can see all the past and the present and the future episodes of Real Life Matters, in case you didn't catch them on CareVision or Bell 5 channel 658 between 10 and 11 p.m. But today it's going to be an edition it's all about the women, management, and the women, how they are taking the industry of media by force. But today we got some special ladies coming on, and one is Sara from Triple P Management, and then we have Bossalena, which we had on before, but we're gonna pair everybody together, and we're gonna find out what everybody is doing. So, anyways, welcome to the show, Sara, Triple P Management, and Bossalena.
What's up?
Everybody, if they haven't seen Sara, now you're seeing her now, girl.
Right.
So Sara, well, tell everybody that doesn't know a little bit of what you do.
Well, I am an artist manager, and one of my artists, Bossalena, I've been working with for a while. And she is my only female artist that I have. I have two other artists. My only female artist. So she's numero uno. And then I have my other three male artists, which is two out of New Orleans, Black Troy Maceo, and then also James Whiteboy, CEO of Legit Ballin' Records. So today I had just wanted, me and Bossalena have, we've been through some craziness with some people out there. So we just wanted to, just to talk to people on how management and artists and stuff, we work real good together. I think it's because we're on the same page. And I think that's what's important too when you have artists and a manager. The manager's job is to handle everything, and the artist's job is to go out there and make sure that, they perform, do their music, concentrate on that. Everything else is up to the manager. And I think sometimes people get that mixed up, and some people might be like, oh, I manage such and such, but what are you doing? You just want to say you managing. You're not really doing nothing. So we got a lot of stories.
Because that's a very big title. That's a very big title. When you manage some people, a lot of people like to be that because maybe of depending who it is. But how is it out there for you, Sara, that you have to get, when you try to get clients and you get people, do you get a little bit of a struggle because you're a woman and, they're used to these men coming in?
It depends.
Bossalena laughing.
Sometimes, she'll say it too. Like I laugh and joke and say the pit bull. Yeah, when it needs to come out, when she needs to come out, she'll come out. But I think sometimes it's a matter on respect on it, and they see too, as far as in like it's for the interest of the artist. It's for the best interest of the artist, and that's what the management job is supposed to do, and to make sure that it's not no effery, I'm not gonna cuss, effery stuff down the line, with it, because a lot of times it's, female or not, people just try to, get over with goofy stuff, on that. But we handle it good, and in Bossalena, we handle it good.
Yeah.
We have to show
Bossalena, and I know we talked about this, and you being a female Dawn, in the industry, so Sara gotta manage you, which you are a strong, dominant woman, and you have your priorities straight. So do you guys clash at all, or?
No, actually, no, we don't clash. I think it's just a part of communication. You know what I mean? I'll just run some things by her, or you know what I mean, or ask like if this might rub her, or if they might feel uncomfortable if I do this or do that. You know what I mean? So we pretty much communicate as far as that goes. So I don't think we would clash as much, because it's more or less of whatever is in the best interest of me. So regardless if it is, it's more or less of Bossalena, do what you got to do. Regardless, we got you. So it doesn't really. So we don't not yet. I don't believe, but we've been knowing each other, and we've been knowing each other for years. So it's not like You know what I mean? Over 5 years. So it's like,
Wow.
we haven't had any type of situations this far. So I don't think that we would have, as long as we have communication. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's important, because sometimes the artist is on one page and then the other people are on one page, and if you don't know who your artist, and then someone will say, oh, the artist doesn't want to know, nobody wants to know that about the artist, and then the artist turns around and says, yeah, I don't mind saying that. So we've had some situations similar to that. And so Sarah, so what inspired you to come and be in this industry, the media industry?
I think it was for a while now different. Well, I actually started off, I had a radio show, Triple P Radio, that dealt with like people who were incarcerated, and they were doing positive stuff.
Okay.
So a lot of them were doing music in there. And then as they were doing music in there, then it was just to get it out there. And then actually it was an event for someone who was incarcerated that was in Texas, and Bossalena, her music, just off of Instagram and stuff. I was like, damn, she dope as hell. So we started communicating and stuff, and and since then it took off from then. And you know, it was like when I started off as a publicist, and then moved on to the manager, which was an honor on that, for even to, you know, have her even ask me to do that. And since then, I mean, we've been doing good. And like she said, communication is a key, and is the best interest of the artist. My job is, you would like to protect, to make sure that nothing is like, nobody tries to get over on nothing with it. And they already see she's out there, she's doing stuff. You see that she's not only a artist, she's a businesswoman, she's out there, the comic book, everything. So she's holding hers, but as a team, that's what makes us strong. And that's why I think a lot of stuff, like just anybody on the outside, they know, if we come for this one, the other one is there. And I think that's what it shows, that we show that we're a team on it.
If they come with any kind of mess, they got to deal.
Yeah, pull up on you. Pull up on you.
Bring it on.
And I think
got
too,
the
like,
double team there.
And I think too, like and I think it's an important thing when interviews are being done. Like, I think it's important that the manager should be there. They don't have to be sitting right next to the artist, but they should be there to watch the interview. And not because, okay, well, what if my artist is going to say something crazy? No, that's not what it's just to make sure that, you know, everything runs smooth. And I think sometimes some people might get a little bit like, oh, well, you know, the manager, this and this. No, it's not on that. It's just that we're very like on point. We have a checklist on stuff. So the day
and she says that, not to cut you off, but she says that because it's like we had, like, you know, sometimes we'll deal with these interviews, and sometimes people will be, you know, kind of like amazed that my manager is inside the comments or something. You know what I mean? And I feel like, I think most managers should be right there, because that's their job, to promote the things while you're doing the interview. Like, who's going to put the websites up? Who's going to tell you to check out the merch? Who's going to put that stuff in these comments? So I don't understand why it's so amazing that my manager does like management jobs. I don't know. It's kind of different. It's kind of weird. So, you know what I mean? I think that's what makes us a good team, because, you know what I mean? I mean, for us, it's common sense, but I guess for everyone, it's amazing that, you know what I mean, your manager actually does manager work. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's kind of,
that's what she's doing, what she's supposed to do.
I mean, that's what I mean.
That's what you're supposed to do.
But
some of these managers, I don't know what they be doing, but they doing what she's doing, and she's doing the thing that she's supposed to do.
Right.
Hey, so, you know, and that's what I think is supposed to be done. But I guess sometimes you have to do these interviews and you have to show it. You know what I mean? You can tell people, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, but are they really doing it? They can't really do it because they don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? They've never seen someone do it that they know, where they can get a blueprint from. You know what I'm saying? So It's like, it's not saying that they probably don't think it, but they probably don't have it organized like that. You know what I mean? It's probably not as business or as organized the way that we have it on point and how we have it on. You know what I mean? So it takes a, you know, I think it's just different for everybody, but you just got to know what you're trying to do as an artist, as a manager, and as a team. You know what I mean?
And I think it's important that you do the interviews, like with somebody like me, or, you know, have, because then that gets you out there, because a lot of people won't know you, and then it allows you to practice your brand more, so that you, when you're out there, people could see your brand and see what you're doing and know what you're doing and know what you're about. Oh yeah, I saw her on this, and this is what Bossalena came up from. So Bossalena, how did you come up with your name?
It was pretty much given to me, you know, given to me by the work that I do and the things that I, you know, as an artist. So yeah, I was adopted, you know, that name, you know. I was given to it by my brother. My brother pretty much gave it to me, and he was like, that should be your name. I'm like, yeah, it fits me perfectly. So, you know, yeah. Just being a boss.
It sounds Spanish. It sounds Spanish, and you know, a little bit of everything.
Yeah. A lot of people say that too. And you know what? Don't get me wrong. You know, shout out to my Latin community and everybody that really supports me. And sometimes they really cling to me too because of the name. You know what I mean? It does something. You know, I guess they really respect it because of the name. And it sometimes some people will be like, oh, it reminds me of Celine and this and that, and you know, Selena and, you know, Bossalena. Yeah. So, you know, so sometimes they really, you know, give me that respect for that. And I, you know, so it's kind of cool where I can see where the Latin culture feels, you know, connected to the name as well as, you know what I mean? So,
well, that's all going to help you out in your brand anyways.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's universal. I'm universal anyway. You know what I mean? So,
and I'm DBoss. So the boss has got it. Then we got Triple P Management. I'm hitting. You don't think you're sitting there looking at me? And Triple P Management, and they call you Sari and Mimi Land. So tell us how you came up with that.
It was, well, actually, Mimi Land was that was given from it was another manager that I worked with, and the name just, it was kind of like oh, little Mimi, and then it just stuck on there with that. So really that was given up. That was given also.
Look at Bossalena. You gotta say something, say it.
No, I'm just, you know, I'm just chilling. You feel me? I'm in a good mood today. You feel me?
Well, maybe the triple and the P in the management is the pit bull.
No, I guess that would be Mimi Land. Don't let Mimi Land come out. That's the pit bull. That's what we would say that. But no, we also I know Bossalena is November 14th. She has her another album release out, which is, and we're also celebrating my birthday. So it's gonna be good.
Yes, in advance.
Yeah, thank you. So as soon as November 1st starts, I'm celebrating all the way through. So
exactly.
November 1st. So you're selling the whole month of November.
Yeah.
Because it's actually on the 6th. So it's actually good because it's the 6th, and I'll be celebrating again and again. So yeah, whole month of November.
Yeah. That's how we do.
So is that when you're gonna be releasing the Bossalena the Dawn, the album then?
Actually, this is a new project called Bossalena Reloaded, and Bossalena Reloaded will officially drop October 30th, and then the album release party is going to be November 14th.
Wow. And you also do a drink there? Can you guys show us the drink?
Yeah, you could get it on her website.
I don't know how we're gonna get it, but we're gonna get something. This drink.
Yes. It's very good.
You can buy it on the website. It's peach. It's a peach soda. You know, all ages. It's not infused. It's a regular soda. You can buy some for your kids. You know, you can go to www.bossalenastore.com and you can purchase some drinks, $5 a bottle. If you want to buy more than 6 bottles, more than a 6-pack, then I could work a deal with you. So, you know, I work with any budget, you know, holla at me and, you know, come talk to me and we'll make something happen.
Yeah. So maybe they can call you too and get the.
Yep. Yeah. She got the blood.
She got a case sitting in her car right now.
I promote.
Almost.
Woo, you see?
She got some, you know.
Yes.
All right. So Bossalena, so tell us, being a lady in the game, tell me what struggles you went through.
I mean, it's more like it's a male dominated industry. So no matter what female artists go through, I believe is a struggle. You know what I mean? From studios, music, beats, competition shows, you know what I mean? I might be the only female artist out of, 10 dudes, every single show. So, to me, I feel it's always, where it's not like I have to prove anything to anybody. You know what I mean? But a lot of people, you know what I mean? Oh, your name is Bossalena, or we heard of you a lot, or we've heard of your name before. So now it's like, you know what I mean? They have this expectation of Bossalena. So you know what I mean? You got to come out and kind of like show and prove type vibe. You know what I mean?
So do you win? Do you win a lot of your competitions?
I mean, yeah, for the most part, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm always top 3, top 2. You feel me? Either 1 or 2. So you feel me? I feel like, yeah, I'm always winning. You know what I mean? I don't think I've pretty much like lost too much things like that. As long as I feel like if I do music, I feel like as long as you kind of put me in that top, like the top tier of artists, I'm happy with that. I'm not really into the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But as long as you put me in the top tier, top whatever, 20, 15, 20, 10s, whatever, as long as I'm up there, top 5, hey, I'm good. So I've been in all those, so I don't know. I don't complain. You know what I mean? I don't know. You feel me? But does that really matter? No, not really. You feel me? I'm really here for the music and the art, so I'm not really into that part of the drama of the music. Are you best? Are you the best female of this? Are you number 1? Or you know what I mean? I just do it for the art because I love music. So, it's good. I get it. You feel me? I've got awards, I do all that best female artist type stuff. I've been number 1, radio stations, stuff like that. So I've experienced it all. And I think it's dope, but I don't really like focus on it, but it's dope to get.
You should focus on it because it's a woman doing this. You know what I mean? I know you want to be humble, but it's okay to be humble. But you know what? To be the women out there, you have to, push, and it's okay to say that you're pushing a little harder, because then these guys have to check themselves.
Yeah, they do. Being in that top tier, a lot of them do have to push a little bit harder. You know what I mean? And I think that's just, but at the same time, I just get mad love and mad respect all the way around. So, it's just fun to me. I enjoy the music. I enjoy, everyone's support. So to me, I don't really look at competition. I just enjoy what I do and just ready to put out the next music and the next wave and do the next thing. So I don't really like think about that type of stuff. You know what I mean? I just really just be myself and just do music,
And you're constantly upgrading yourself.
Yes, always, every day.
In the industry, because I believe you're doing a little bit of production and
I do. No, I've always did production. I've always did everything. I went to school for music. You know what I mean? Okay. So I'm my audio engineer. I record, I write, I mix, I master. You know what I mean? I do all of that because I like sound as well as being an artist. So I'm into the sound of it. I record myself. So you feel me? I do a little bit of everything. I've made beats. I don't make beats right now, but I used to make beats. I'm going to have a project coming out right now that's actually going to have 2 beats that I made before. You know what I mean? That's on some prior stuff that people have never heard. So to other people, it'll be new. Like, oh, Bossalena
can you tell us a little bit of a beat? Can you give us a little taste of the beat that's coming out?
It's a West Coast beat, and it's really dope. It's a West Coast song. It's a West Coast beat. I'm gonna put it like this. It's called. The name of the song is called "Where My Boss Is At," and this song right here was on Female Dawn Volume 1, and it was like the first song that put Bossalena on the map. And because it was the first song that put me on the map, is because I recorded it, I written it, I mixed, I mastered it, I put it out, and I made the beat. So like that's where Bossalena became Bossalena, you know what I mean? So that's where, and so I'm gonna release that to the world to actually hear my first, a beat that I made, a whole little, this is what made Bossalena, you know what I mean? So
can you give us a little example of the wording or something, or is it too explicit?
The hook is just like, where my boss is at, put your pistols in the air, blow that drill nonstop, like there's ballers everywhere, where my boss is at, where my boss is at, where my boss is up. And then my hook in the background is like, stand up. I'm in the background, so all of it's kind of meshing together. Which it's lively, some Bossalena, you feel me? Some Bossalena
stuff. Standing up, all right. She'll be right in the back of you.
Yeah. So you feel me? So yeah, I'm excited.
I like it. It still looks like it's gonna be a good song.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. It's a catchy song.
Okay, so Sarah, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you in this industry while you're managing anybody?
Well, we're gonna concentrate with Bossalena right now.
Okay. Look, you put her on the spot now.
No, I say the craziest thing. Oh wow. Well, we'll just go back. Okay. We're not gonna shout out names because then people
You
want
don't
to
have to tell the name. You just say the instance.
So it was a situation, in with this magazine. Okay. And I know you're gonna be watching and listening. So yes, we're talking about you. And everything was going smooth. The deposit, and we did everything, communicate through the manager. Everything was going. We had the paper trail, all the above. First deposit went through. Okay. Then pushed and pushed and pushed. Promoted the stuff because hey, my artist is in there. Then it was another thing. She was going to be on the cover of it. This is where now it got crazy. Deposit sent, everything. Then all of a sudden, I don't even know. Like,
right, it all just goes left. Put it like this. It just like goes super left. It goes super left, bro, where it's just like very, I felt like, everything was just very disrespectful. Everything was just, you know what I mean? But like when you're dealing with, like I tell my manager all the time, when we're dealing with this as an artist, sometimes we, got to take those losses and take those chances with people that just are freaking idiots about their business and they're not real business people. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I'm not afraid to take a loss either. You feel me? So obviously, if you need it, you need it. You know what I mean? But
so they took the money and run, basically.
Oh yeah, of course. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's didn't get on no magazine cover.
Nah, nothing. Didn't get nothing. They just, it was just a whole mess. Where I feel like people, huh?
I said we didn't get anything, but just I'm not even gonna say a headache no more. My thing is this: he's very bad. You call yourself a businessman. Everybody, I have a business beside what I'm doing. She's a businesswoman. You're a businesswoman as what you're doing. So if you want to be a business person, you got to come correctly. Because if you don't come correctly, some people may just be like, oh, forget it. No, the pit bull had to come out. No, I'm not gonna let him just go out. No.
We're gonna have some stuff going at him. So he'll be getting probably like some paperwork type of stuff that we're not even gonna talk about on this air. But we will have stuff coming. You know what I mean?
You'll get it sorted out.
Yeah, but we will go. You know what I mean? If we got to go to the other way, we're gonna have to go the other way too. Just you know what I mean? Because sometimes, like you say, being a female in this industry, male-dominated industry, people think that they can just, get away with things and do things, and you know what I mean, and act like it's no big deal. You know what I mean? But we deal with a lot of this stuff a lot. You know what I mean? Not a lot, but you feel me? Maybe like 2 out of 15 people. So you feel me? I mean, it ain't that bad, but you know what I mean.
He messing with your coin, though. He messing with your coin.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's like that, but don't get in this game if you're not willing to take a loss either. So I'm not going, you know what I mean? I'm not going to trip either, but at the same time, I'm going to still keep doing what I do this music, do what I do.
He's going to get you back.
Yeah. I mean, you got to believe, you got to understand, you got to understand how the game works too. You feel me? There's karma. There's people that talk. There's people that might not mess with you and do business with you that's willing with me and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? It'll stop your bread. It'll do different things. So, you know what I mean? I don't think we really got to do too much because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I don't have time for it. I could care less. If karma gets you, and if it gets you, it gets you. So, so you feel me? I mean, I don't know. Like, that's just my mentality. Like, you know what I mean? I don't really trip on it too much. My manager doesn't feel that way, but like, you know what I mean?
But, he's messing with my coin.
And I think that's why we work together so well. You know what I mean? Because I'm more of like whatever. She's more like no. So whatever. As long as we keep the business and as long as we keep what we're doing and keep the mission, and stay focused on the mission, that's my main goal. Because sometimes these things will happen to distract you from your mission.
Right.
You know what I mean? So sometimes you cannot pay attention to a lot of that because it's only there to distract you from the mission. So I don't really think about it like that, because we have a lot of things that we have going that I don't have time to worry about that. Like, you know what I mean? Like we you know what I mean? So that's where, you feel me? So that's where we have to stay focused on our mission and our goal. That's just a little hiccup. Okay, cool. Keep going. Okay, whatever. Let's go. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my mentality of things. You know what I mean?
Because I think too, and then I look at it as her manager, and because representing her, I have to watch on how stuff is approached. Like in that situation, everything was professional. True enough, when me and her got on the phone, oh man, but it was dealing with him, everything was professional, because see, people want you to come out of your face, and they want you to be like, oh, look who she got representing her, this crazy woman over here just going crazy on Instagram, on Facebook. You're not going to do that. I'm smarter than that, because I'm not only I'm speaking to him from, a manager to that, but I'm also representing her. So any move I make is a representation on my artist. So I have to watch. Now, after what is that, a 9 to 5, when 5 o'clock hits, hey, I can go ahead and act a fool then and be like, oh, this MF rule. But during business hours, we'll keep it.
Exactly. And that's what I like. And that's what I like about. And that's what I like about her being a manager, because she knows the difference between, you know what I mean, business and personal, like how you feel personally. You know what I mean? Your personal opinion is different from how you would run your business opinion. You know what I mean? So I like that she understands both ways. You know what I mean? So it's kind of fun having her as a manager. You know what I mean? Because behind the scenes we can just go crazy, and then when it's business time, we step into a different. You got to get into the correct mode. But you're right, but yeah, we know what's up though.
But you have to do that. You know what I mean? You have to do it, because people already are looking at us, and we're all females. So they're looking for any single thing to gravitate on and to make us look bad in anything. Oh, they're emotional. They doing this. No, we know how to conduct in person. I see a whole bunch of males, not mentioning no names, and you know who I'm talking about, on social media, on there. And it's actually somebody that I've worked with, not mentioning no names, but you know who I'm talking about. He gets on there and just goes crazy on social media. You talking crazy about people doing all this, but you a manager. Why are you going to do that? And you making yourself look crazy. You got beef with this person. Why? What about your artist? You know what I'm saying?
His mouth just opens and everything comes out.
But that's when you have to have that self-control. When you take that job in as that manager and sign on that dotted line, guess what happens? You have got to be controlled, because it might be a point where it might be something going on, and she might be like, oh, F this war or whatever on that end. Well, my artist, okay, well, now you're a manager. Okay, we got this. Don't even worry about it. Because it can't be two crazy people going at it, because you're not going to get nowhere. And I respect on how she's the calm one. On just let it stuff. But there's the balance. Because trust me, but don't get it twisted now. And this is like a lot, and we're not even going to mention about a previous interview. You see, she's calm. She's over here just, laid back doing that. And sometimes people take that as in, I'm going to push.
Well, what happened? Somebody interviewed?
Oh, no, I'm just saying, we just talking.
This is real life matters, and people want to know, because now they're like, what?
To whom it may concern. Put it like that. To whom it may concern.
To whom it may concern.
My thing is, and that's a professional on how she handles it. Because other people would have been like, what the interview went smooth, everything went fine. My thing is this, but if you go at my artist, you got to deal with a manager. So we're just going to leave it like that. One way or
Yeah.
Look how Bossalena is.
I love my manager, right?
So Sarah, who would you like to see Bossalena work with in the industry that she has to bring her up?
Don't say nothing.
I'm not going to say nothing, because I know we're just going to put it like this. I would like for the world to be surprised on who she'll be working with. See, if we say it now, then people be like, oh yeah, No, let whoever she chooses to work with, on whatever level next is going to be a surprise to everybody, because working with somebody doing something, it does, like, her music by herself. And I'm not just saying it because it's my artist, because I know they probably like, oh, it's because her artist. No, her stuff is, like, her songs. I gave her a list. I said, these songs right here are like, what is it? Watch My Step. The words on there, we winning, watch me flow, and can't stop my
Can't
way.
stop my way.
All of them it's messages in there, and it's, and if you a hater, because they out there listening, and we appreciate you.
They are.
So much that it's they got meaning with it. So like I said, it's good. I listened to it, and it's all of her music got from all of her songs. They got meanings with it. So it's not like she's just in there just singing about whatever. It's some stuff that anybody could relate to.
It's hidden messages in the song.
Yes. And that's what a good artist does. So applause.
That's what the music is about. You're supposed
Great
to
answer. Great answer.
Yeah.
That motherfucker is slick to the motherfucker, isn't she?
Oh God. But anyway,
it's one of those things where it's like I couldn't say it even better. You know what I mean? Like, technically, like, you feel me, depending on, like, what type of vibes you want. Like, I could really, like, vibe and do music with anybody that's, anybody ready right now, technically. You feel me? So it don't matter, like, who, you feel me? And for her not to be like, that's my manager. Of course, she would let her probably see me with anybody in the world. Like, anybody, I'm sure, she would, you feel me? She'd be down to see me doing a song or doing music with, you know what I mean? Like, so.
I like to see
whoever she would want, we would make it happen, and we would make it possible. So it's just up to her to say, hey, I'm looking to do a track with such and such and such. Then we'll make it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's all that it is. It's on what the artist does. Yeah, who I would want her to do. It's a lot of people that want to jump on with Bossalena. A lot of people, but you got to come correctly. So we're just gonna leave it.
So Bossalena, you looking to do some reggaeton?
Yeah, sure. I don't really know any reggaeton artists or anything like that. You know what I mean? I don't really know, but I know a lot of people that do, like, dancehall and reggae, real reggae. You feel me? So I deal with a lot of artists that's in the islands. You know what I mean? So I have a lot of people, friends from Jamaica, stuff like that. So I wouldn't mind probably doing some music with some of them, and getting with them. Shout out to all the family, people in Barbados, everybody out in, you feel me, St. Kitts and all that. You feel me? Jamaica, all that. So yeah, I wouldn't mind, tapping in with, some of the real roots of the reggae. You feel me? But yeah,
I don't know. Reggaeton is the Spanish one too. The reggaeton.
Yeah, that don't really. Yeah, I would have to. Yeah,
but I would have to sing in English though. You would sing in English. You would probably have to sing.
Oh yeah, for sure. You feel me? Like,
they don't have you sing Spanish if you don't know how to put that in there.
Oh well, I do music internationally, so I have music in Germany that they do, they speak in their, in what I mean, in their language. So you feel me? I'm very familiar doing music with other dialects. You know what I mean? So that's not a problem. But I don't know any artists. But if an artist was to reach out for me that does reggaeton, that wants to do a song or something, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I just none's ever approached me. But you know what I mean?
Well, hey, you never know.
Oh yeah, of course.
People out there.
Oh yeah, already, a lot, all the time.
Also, tell us a bit. I think, I don't know if Sarah's going to be in this new comic book that you have.
No, actually,
no comment.
Not yet. We don't know yet. We don't know yet, because we're gonna have it's gonna be a couple of series connected to this comic book. So for the first series is the Lost Tribe. The second series is going to be Bossalena Legend. So she probably will be in the second series of Bossalena Legend. You never know. You feel me? So, we're going to wait for Lost Tribe to come out first and get people, used to the characters in that book to be able to do a branch off to the next series. So, we got a lot of work to do, but it's coming. You know what I mean? It's coming. It's in the works.
What role do you play in the comic book?
Huh?
What role are you playing in the comic book?
I'm pretty much like one of the one of the rebel warrior ladies that, you know, they come to, you know, I mean, I got my little role in it, you know, so I'm part of the tribe. I'm part of the tribe, you know what I mean? And we do different things, you know what I mean? So it's going to be pretty dope, you know?
So, okay. So your role is, are you a good superhero, or are you the one that's causing the trouble?
No, I'm good. I'm the good girl. You know what I mean?
So that's going to be a little different from what your music.
Yeah.
And
I save the day. I do a lot of saving the days. You know what I mean? I'm going to be doing a lot of, you know, some cool, you know, but it's going to be like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. You know what I mean? It's going to be, you know, Black culture based. So it's going to be kind of interesting and it's going to be like telling stories that's educational that you'll be able to decipher, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be very dope, you know what I mean? I don't want to let it, you know, too much out the bag because it's actually on the way like really soon. So I want you guys to understand, you know.
Well, you told it here first, so we're gonna be looking. I'm gonna be looking for it. And you better come on again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Tell us about the comic, because I like.
Oh yeah, we will.
Who you're gonna be transforming? Who's drawing you? A
it's
clone.
Really
I guess they gotta draw kind of like a clone.
Man, yeah, it's so yeah. They actually took they took a picture that I took that I did a photo shoot on, and that picture, when the comic book comes out, like we got something special, you know what I mean? Because when the comic book comes out, I'm gonna put the original picture where they got that from, so you'll be able to see like where they got my, you know, my look from, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be pretty.
You're gonna have an afro look or what? Or some long braids down to your waist?
I don't know. It depends. It depends on what scene you're in. You feel me? I can do it all. I can do it all. I can have the braids. I can have the wild hair. I can have, you know, my hair curly. So you feel me? I can do whatever, you know. You'll see.
You'll see. We're gonna see. We're gonna be waiting for that. That's coming out like next year, right?
Yeah, it'll probably be the early half of next year. Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know what role Sarah played in the next sequel, but we'll see. Maybe she's the pit bull.
Her pit bull sidekick.
You turn when everything's going good, it's okay, and then when something goes south, you turn into that.
Yeah. For real, you never know. You know what I mean? We'll have something dope. It'll be really dope. So you know what I mean.
Something saves the day. It's the pit bull that saves the day.
Yes.
Yes, already.
Look. I know you guys are thinking in your head now. You're like, oh, that may be a good character for her.
I mean, I'm not the director and I'm not the writer. So, you know, all we could do is pitch ideas to the director or writers that's doing it, that, you know, if we can get it incorporated, then, you know what I mean? I can get it incorporated. You feel me? So all I can do is just, you know, pitch ideas to see what the team and everybody want to do. You know what I mean? So it's a whole, you know, it's a whole staffing behind it. So, you know what I mean? But I'm sure we'll be able to pin it in.
The comic book too, like she was saying, it's on a positive level, and it's like positive stuff. And I think that's good too, because of like everything that like's going on. It's more of it's not just like, oh, killing people or doing all this. It's positive messages, and I think that's good because people need a little bit more with instead of having all like with the hate and fighting and everything. Now it's coming on a positive level. So I think that's good too.
Stuff like I'll get a call where like a scene is kind of like where like they had got these girls and they had like trafficking these girls, you know what I mean? Sure. And so like I get the call and I get the word to try to go over there to release and save these girls type vibe, you know, them type of things. Like you're gonna have different type of, so it's gonna be really like, you know, incorporating. It's gonna be from like me, you know, traveling from California to Texas, and this is going to be very like in depth with who I am as well. So it's going to be pretty cool, different type of, you know. So
it's more women heroes in this comic?
No, I probably only have one other female. Everybody else is my homeboys, like some of my, you know. I mean, because you gotta think like it's like I have a positive army, like, you know. So I got a team of, you know, like my team. So you feel me? It's, you know, I probably got about, I don't know, it's probably gonna be about 8 to 10 different people. You know what I mean? At least. Okay. So something like that, yeah. So
So
I have a couple. There are like so far. I think there's probably 2 females so far. Because I have one of my sis. She's a character. Her name is Bree. She's a character. So she has a character. My homeboy Stacks and Mill that I do music with. He's a character. We got a couple people that we, you know what I mean. So like we
so
got.
you know the other characters on
Yeah.
a different level too, right?
Yeah, they're all my friends. Yeah, we're all connected.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Everybody's. Yeah, it's. You know, the director and the writers, bro, like the whole team. You feel me? Like I said, it's a whole. You know, but
It's a
the
whole
writer, he's like really like on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? So we just let him do his job. You know what I mean?
Just let him go in his corner.
Let
and
him create. Right? I don't know, but yes, let him create. You feel me? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you know, yeah, but I have input. I'm through the walking steps. You know what I mean? You know, so it's gonna be interesting how we, you know, how that goes on. But in the beginning of the year, we'll be able to get some stuff about it and see more and get trailers and all this stuff and all that stuff. So all that stuff is coming.
So Sarah, what more can we expect from you coming this year and next year?
Well, we got a lot of stuff planned, So we just right now we're focusing on the album release that's going to be in November 14th. So that's the focus now. We pushing the drinks, the promoting on the comic book, and then any shows. Bossalena has a show tomorrow, actually. Also, so just promoting that, pushing it. So that's the main thing now. Just keep pushing and promoting. So.
And where's the show? Is the show?
And she's working on things like we have some stuff probably in the new year, you know, trying to get onto this cannabis awards type stuff that we're trying to see what's going on. So she's working hands with that. We got some people, you know, we got some labels that be watching, trying to, you know, if anything, we might try to do a single deal if we could pop off a cool single deal if they're talking the right numbers, you know what I'm saying? You know, that type of little business stuff is in the works while we are doing this as well. You know what I mean? So it's not like we're just doing these things and we're not, you know, turning down contracts or having people calling about these 360 deals that don't make no sense. But we've getting a couple little things popping off. So, you know, we're just letting those come in as well and trying to see if we could get something that works or matches with what we like. You know what I'm saying? In my direction, you know.
Well, this was wonderful. You know, everybody did, you know, talking to the manager and the artist, you know, this is something, and especially females, you know, this is something good on a positive note. And you guys coming together and doing this interview and letting people know, like, you know, yes, there's little things that go on. Yes, we're not respected. Yes, the men sometimes dig at you. Some people try to take you for your money, but we're still here. You know, we're gonna be here for in the long run. So you guys aren't packing in your suitcase because of a couple of mishaps and 360 deals as Bossalena. I'm gonna use that one. we gotta use that one. That 360. I use that up here. So, anyways,
because you know what I say. The reason why I say that is because when you deal with 360 deals, it's like most of the time. You don't really get like, they don't really offer you any like upfront money or signing deals or signing bonuses or anything like that. You know, they're going just based off of who you are as an artist or what can you sell on your own, but can we get money off of you? You know, so it's kind of, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, if that's not really my focus, is those type of opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And we get those type of opportunities. Like if you're not talking money and you can't match what I make every year to double up what I've been doing all this time, then there's no need for me to even be talking to you. You know what I mean? So you know, I don't know. You know, I mean, we just, you know, I don't know. It depends on how, you know, what direction you go in as an artist also. So, you know, we just take our time and, you know, we'll see what happens.
All right. So are there any shout outs that you guys want to say? Any shout outs?
Hey, my service is going in and out, but let me see. You know, shout out to Floater Culture. You feel me? www.floaterculture.com. As you can see the gear. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Go to www.bossalenastore.com. You know, buy you some merch. You know, shout out to the whole team. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to James X out. You already know. You feel me? Black Troy. You know the whole squad, the family. Other than my other squad. Cali, Texas, Stacks of Mill, you feel me? You already know I'll be doing floaters up, you feel me?
Mm-hmm. And Sarah, you?
Let me see. Well, I want to shout out to DBoss. Thank you for letting us do the interview on here. Appreciate it. And also shout out to Bossalena. Appreciate you 100% on what you're doing. Shout out to White Boy James, Legit Ballin' Records. A shout out to Black Troy, Maceo, the two artists out of New Orleans. Shout out to Exit Only and the Four Horsemen. Shout out to just anybody that supports and hits that like on my artist Bossalena's page. Not just watching, but we appreciate your eyes too watching. But I appreciate anybody who reshares something,
Right.
anything. So that's the main focus on that. The love that you show. And I've seen it. I've seen it. My people's our family supports the hell out of her on that end. So I applaud them on that. Thank you. And anybody else that does it, we appreciate it also on that. So that's the thing. Just keep supporting Bossalena. Team Bossalena. Otherwise,
Team Bossalena. So anyways, I want to thank everybody tonight for tuning into exclusive edition of Real Life Matters here with Sarah Triple P Management, Bossalena. You guys support them. Go like their page. If you do want to get maybe Sarah Triple P Management that you want her to manage you, just reach out to her. I don't know where her email. You could just say your email if people want to reach out to you.
No. We delete that. No, we're not taking no more.
We're not taking no more. Well, that's it. She's booked out.
I look. My artist right there will say it too. He said, "Look, no." She's done.
No one else can get her service. All right then.
Yeah, no. You want to support? Buy a drink. Here you go. That's how you can do it. Buy a drink. Go on that page. Buy
a drink or buy some merchandise because she got a whole set of different clothes, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yep. All right. So everybody, I want to thank you for tuning in, and everybody, bye for now.